Welcome back, guys.
This will be the final one on this channel, isn't that right?
Yeah. Yeah, we made a TG channel. TG. Oh, I'm a fucking god damn it. Didn't change that. It's fixed
Final
now.
memories.
Yep. It's gonna be on a TG
mic.
channel.
Yep.
Double mic. Oh, motherfucker. Thank you. I forgot I had that on. No, you're echoing.
No, you're echoing.
No, you're an echo.
But thank you. Should be good now, right? All right, cool. Yeah. So we're gonna have a new TG. You guys can follow that now. We were talking when I was down there about technically things are supposed to be, both of ours. We already have an email. We've got a YouTube and everything, and so it's gonna be talking_guns. So you guys can follow that now. There you go. Why didn't hug work?
Get on that. I'm gonna fucking go ahead and hit that button.
Yeah.
It's not pulling up my fucking.
It's connected but not connected.
Open link in new tab.
It's fucking offline. It's probably the
Follow
auth code.
button.
All right, we're just not gonna have. Whatever. We're not gonna have that. Whatever.
That's fine.
I'm not fucking doing auth code right now. I'm not doing it. But yeah, we got a fuck ton of games to talk about. And then we got Real Talk, which is going to be interesting because, we all actually fucking hung out.
Goddamn 4 horsemen of the
Yeah.
apocalypse.
Yeah.
We're gonna make get mugs and everything else made.
And
I don't know about all that, but
we'll get to why we started calling ourselves that in Real Talk.
yeah.
It's fucking perfect. All right. Yeah.
The motherfucking news.
Did you hear it that time?
No.
God damn it. Motherfucker. So, we already knew that Cyberpunk was coming out. We're basically going over the games from E3 that we actually give a shit about.
No, I already said it was going to be a day one purchase for me anyway. So the fact that they did the unveiling that they did with a certain celebrity that they did, it didn't change my mind at all. I was like, well, nah, I got even more incentive reason or whatever. You know,
right.
I just. I have enough absolute trust and confidence to get this game day one.
I mean, Keanu Reeves.
Here come the references.
Yeah. You're a beautiful person.
If it's not John Bernthal, it's fucking Keanu Reeves. I guess depends on who you ask.
Yeah. Boom. Now,
I still like John Bernthal reference better.
I mean, his characters are more in line.
It is definitely more in line. Like, stupidly in line.
Yeah. One thing I'm interested to see though is how much of a part is he going to play in Cyberpunk?
How interested is Keanu? You don't know, but Keanu was very, as far as a celebrity go, he's very dedicated to his craft as well as being very kind of keeps to himself and everything else. So I mean, I absolutely 110% believe he'd play this game. Absolutely.
Well, how much is he going to be in it though?
I don't know.
Is he going to be a pretty integral?
I don't even know if he's
character,
going to be in it. Was there any confirmation that he was actually going to be? I mean, they modeled it, but I don't know.
I mean, he might just show up for one thing and be this guy that's just in there a couple times as a cameo, which is something I was thinking about when they showed him. All right, cool, Keanu Reeves, but I know this game could sell itself without him.
Mm-hmm. But fuck it, why not?
Yeah.
Star Citizen did a whole bunch of fucking celebrities and shit, so
yeah. Arguably, one developer is way better than the other, though. But anyway.
Well, I mean, we don't know because they never actually released a finished product for us to gauge, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure we could all buy Cyberpunk and it'd only be 5 hours long and we'd all be happy anyway, but that's fine.
A main side character, and I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. All right. Yeah, what Grandpa said was from what I've read, he is definitely a main side character. Good.
Fine with it.
Good. Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see him in it, not just a cameo appearance thing, and that's what they sold it off of. But we'll see. But good shit. I mean, most of us already have seen stuff about Cyberpunk. This wasn't really much of a mechanical show off. This was more of a cinematic show off, and then with that reveal of him, and then the whole "you're a beautiful person."
There's game mechanics out the ass to show off, and just with the game mechanics I've seen is enough for me to get into it.
Yeah.
I mean, if this game sucks, nobody's gonna see it coming. It would be like the biggest upset.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah, it'd be like, whoa, what?
Like,
it's
how?
impossible. How?
What? How?
Right? They said they're not going to release it until it's fucking done. And now they gave us a release date of what? That's April 16th? January, February, March, April. Yeah. 4/16. Next year.
I'm confused how, with the amount of cinematic quality and detail and everything else they're putting into this, it's like, how are you going to, how is it going to be fucked up? It's no. So,
breathtaking.
In a CD Projekt Red, they have an impeccable reputation. So,
fucking Keanu Reeves. Fucking Keanu Reeves, though. Just that's seeing it again, you know. It's just.
I mean, then again, so did Bethesda, but yeah. At least they haven't given up on it, I guess.
Maybe there was a slight sour taste in my mouth because of him being in it, because of the damn. I watched that movie, Always Be My Maybe, and he was annoying in that.
Oh God, dude, come on.
But he was supposed to be annoying. It's fine. It's whatever.
Keanu, yeah, he plays the role. Whatever. I still haven't seen the movies, but it's like, you know, Johnny Mnemonic, The Matrix, everything.
He plays
else.
himself in the movie, though.
Impeccable. I mean, he plays himself.
He plays Keanu Reeves in the movie.
Okay.
He's like this stupid nice guy that's straight up like he's having an argument with the main character in the movie, and he's like, "Just punch me." Just. I don't know. He's just kind of. I think it was just the way it was written, but it's whatever. It's fine.
Who cares? Fuck it. I didn't see it, so I don't care.
I hope you get a punch him. Like
I know him in his sci-fi roles, and he does an impeccable job with that. Yeah. So fuck it. If you don't like the character, then congratulations. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
not everybody likes me either.
I probably will like him. You know. I'm just. You know. I don't know. I'm not gonna deny the gut feeling I had when it's just like, all right, big name dude in a game. Hopefully that's not just like, you know, they just muscle that in, and he actually does a good job. You know, like as you said, like he does get into his characters and stuff like that. So I hope they do let him do that. I mean, video games make way more money than movies. Way more money. Staggeringly way more money. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see more fucking movie people in video games because of how much more money you can make. I mean, I wonder if you compared like Troy Baker to like some popular physical actors versus voice actors, how much money he makes. Because I mean, he's in fucking everything, you know. But boom, that's all I got about Cyberpunk.
I got dirt converted to the core way of speaking. I love it.
Rah, stickum, rah, stickum. But all right, I don't think you saw this one.
I did see it, and all it did was create questions.
Yeah, it didn't really show a whole lot. It was a cinematic trailer. I don't even think it showed gameplay at all.
Enough to intrigue.
Yeah.
Enough to intrigue.
Ghostwire Tokyo.
Like potential supernatural horror?
Yeah. Like it's almost like, oh shit, Cyberpunk's coming out? Fuck, maybe we should make some like cyberpunky kind of fucking.
I don't know if it's cyberpunky as much as it is like supernatural-ish.
Yeah, supernatural sci-fi. I mean, the graphics look cool.
Yeah. Well,
this is coming out of Bethesda is producing it. They are not the developer. But it looks cool. It's a cool idea with all this and creepy. And I hope they do a good job of actually doing that. This E3 overall, though, seemed to have way more like games trying to do their own thing versus the year before's E3 that was like they were trying to tender towards everybody with every single game that they announced almost.
Yeah.
Like this is a game for everybody, you know?
This gives me like a whole like shadow war going on and the vibes of everything else. Like it seems very... Again, I'm getting like a shadow war supernatural vibe, like a bending of like planar stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's
almost Death Stranding like
different planes of existence, and they're
My bad, not cyberpunky. I meant like oh shit, Death Stranding's coming out. Let's make our own fucking horror, creepy fucking But I like if this is how it plays, is this whole feeling that you get watching the trailer? It could be a pretty fun game. You know, if they do that, you get that feeling of like, what the fuck? Whoa.
Yeah, it's kind of the thing that I got from it, especially with the name Ghostwire. It's like they're tapping into like the ethereal or the supernatural, and it's like spilling over into the mortal realm or something. It's just that's the impression I get from it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And there was some heavy like yokai kind of feels to it with their like the lore behind that and everything, which is pretty cool. I bet it's 8-bit, motherfucker. 8-bit. Still be a better game than some of the other ones. But anyway, yeah. I mean, that's all. There's not much about it. I'm sure I could go dig for shit, but we were very busy this last week, so very busy. So
busy weekend.
Yeah. So here's another one. We got Deathloop.
This one I didn't watch.
This is another produced by Bethesda.
Every time a Dragon Quest, shut up, gamer.
So the premise of this game is it's called Deathloop, and you die, then you get reset to the beginning, and then you try to make different choices. This is what you're gathering from this video, is that there's a man and a woman, and they're trying to kill each other to stop the loop on this weird island that keeps bending time. So then, like, when they get killed a certain way, then they make it back to that point, and then make a different choice, and then get a little farther, get a little farther, get a little farther. It'd be interesting to see how that plays out from a like gameplay story point, if they just wanted to make it straight up like a roguelike where you have to start all the way over if you die, versus maybe it'll just go back to the last choice you made kind of thing if you die. I don't know, like a normal game's checkpoint system. I don't know how they're going to do that. I hope they break that immersion of I'm just loading a checkpoint. It's some immersive way of doing that. That'd be cool.
It's an interesting story.
Yeah.
A lot of games try to do time, not distortion, but time variance or play with time or whatever, like quantum, and all stuff like that, which I still haven't played, but kind of curious to see where they take it.
Yeah, this was made by the guys that did Dishonored, so
okay,
which is they did a great job on those games, so yeah. Yeah, true, fair point, Ty. Yeah, it could be dangerously close to feeling very repetitive. Yeah, it's gonna be. They're gonna have to find some way to make that interesting, and we'll see. We shall see. Boom. There's not really much about it, but that's about it.
Yeah, we'll be doing speculative talks because a lot of the stuff we don't have any kind of gameplay on. Well, Watch Dogs Legions we have some stuff on.
Yeah, they showed quite a bit of Watch Dogs Legions.
It's interesting. I haven't played Watch Dogs 2 yet, so I have no fucking idea. I mean, I played Watch Dogs, and that was but
yeah, I played that too. I have to. I haven't played it yet. That was my free game with Division. But there seems to be a lot of really cool ideas in this one that make it way more interesting, with the whole you can recruit anybody. And then you can do any mission with any one of them, and they all have different strengths. I mean, what was fucking hilarious is you could be the granny, Yeah,
there's some comic relief in there, too.
Yeah. I
was hoping, like, the Square Enix would have covered, like, a new Deus Ex or something, or continuation, but of course they didn't, so fuck them.
Yeah.
Assholes.
That would have been nice, especially how they ended Mankind Divided, too.
Yeah.
Very short.
Yeah.
Very open-ended.
Yeah, still not very happy about that.
No.
Not happy about that at all.
At least 2 years since then? 3?
You took my fucking favorite, one of my all-time favorite franchises, and you split it? Okay. All right. Okay, Square Enix. Anyway, back to this. I'm interested. I won't say that I'm just like overly abundantly like head over heels like I'm jumping on it, but I'm interested.
Yeah. This could also be a very repetitive game. It could be just like the only thing interesting about it is that you can recruit different people, but then from then on, every mission feels pretty much the same thing. The only thing that makes it different is if you actually switch around characters and you have to approach them from different ways. And the story could be just as bland as the first ones. But
it's funny because Watch Dogs was like the first game I ever streamed. For my streaming career was started on Watch Dogs.
But bam.
8 hours, nobody showed up. 8 hours a day, nobody showed up.
Well, that's how it starts, though, right?
Yep. 1 to 2 viewers at most.
Yeah. One of the best pieces of advice I've heard for people starting out is choose a game you have no problem sitting there and playing for long periods of time with nobody talking to you if you're going to start streaming.
Yeah. Watch Dogs has started, and then Far Cry 4. Far Cry 4 was the breakthrough. I got like 30 to 40 playing that shit. And Killer Instinct and all that stuff. So yeah, Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs was back when I was living in. What year was that? What year was Watch Dogs?
That was around when PlayStation first came
2013?
Might have been, 2013, 2014, because that was right when PlayStation first came out.
I got out of active duty. I was in my reserve unit. I was living in Elkhart, Indiana. With a psycho bitch.
What's up, Dave and Biggie? You're the cat? Ah, okay. That's how Dave remembers.
And then I went when I was moving to Vegas, and that's when Dave and I first met. Yep. Dave and I first met. We were getting drunk playing Far Cry 4. Yep.
Bug it.
And thus the intrigue into the Far Cry universe began.
That was when you could you could play that one co-op. You could play the next one co-op, which was a really cool idea for those.
Damn.
Yeah, there's a permadeath thing in this one, which is kind of interesting. But then, like, what if they're like a main, like, sometimes do they have to die because it's scripted, or are there other times where just a random side character, if you don't want to do whatever you have to do to revive? I don't know. We don't know much about that yet. And it's probably not even set yet in the development what that's going to be, but
hard telling. Plus it's still Ubisoft, so I mean, who knows what the fuck you're going to get.
That's coming out March 6, 2020. Bam. Yeah, and then you get to play the granny. Let's skip ahead to some granny shit. Granny's fucking hilarious.
Some granny shit.
Yeah. Granny's fucking hilarious, man.
Some granny shit.
Bam. Get him, Granny. Fucking get him. Oh, she gets over there like, ooh.
I don't know. I like watching fucking Granny beat some ass.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing was talking about, like, she's not fucking old. She's just fucking experienced. These gals invented hacking. You know, I was talking about that. Like, they were doing this shit way before everybody else. But yeah, Watch Dogs Legion, everybody. So the next one we got is Elden Ring, which is from FromSoft. Yeah.
In association with George R.R. Martin. So
yeah, which is interesting.
We know nothing really about it. We don't see gameplay, but we do see a trailer discussing, I guess, teasing.
Yeah, and it's supposed to. The word is that it's not going to be like a Dark Souls game. But then again, they could just be saying, like, just calm down. We'll make games like it. Or whatever.
Well, I understand, like, a company is known for a series. But it's like, that doesn't mean they can't branch out every once in a while. You know what I mean? Fuck.
Yeah.
Like, why does everything from Software have to be Dark Souls? If you want to know where... My thing with From Software has always been Armored Core. So it's like, well... You know, whatever. You know, when I think From Software, it was always Armored Core back in my day. So should I start bitching that Dark Souls is not like Armored Core?
Yes, you should. You should go on every single thing on Twitter that has anything to do with Dark Souls ever and just always say, "This isn't my FromSoft. Armored Core, please," and just piss people off.
Let me go ahead and be bitter about dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
God.
I heard it was going to be like a Dark Souls game, but a lot bigger. See, I've heard both now, so it doesn't fucking matter. I don't know. I'm probably going to buy it anyway, so just as long as they don't make it so that the button registration doesn't fucking work. Piss me off in Sekiro so much. But this is a cool idea. Like, it's almost like a Viking Dark Souls game.
Armored Core is better. Yeah. Hashtag Armored. We're just going to start spreading that everywhere.
Yeah. Get t-shirts. Just stand in GameStop with it. Like, yeah, that's right. That's right there. Right there.
Y'all here for the new Dark Souls? Guess what?
Armored Core's better. Get stickers, put them on every single pre-owned copy in there. Well, got it set. Yeah, but yeah, there's not much about it. That's all we know. That's it. Is that trailer?
I mean, definitely looking at you. I mean, it's definitely looks like a obvious Dark Souls vibe to it, but
yeah,
you know, I grew up with MechWarrior as well. I enjoyed MechWarrior. I like my Mad Cat. I want my Mad Cat so bad.
But I mean, they showed us less of Sekiro the first time. Remember, it was just a little flash of the arm, like 2 years ago at E3. That was it.
I'm still waiting for, like, what was that, Babylon Falls or some shit? I still haven't seen anything about that.
I haven't tried Googling it. I haven't found anything else either.
Yeah.
About that. Yeah. Slightly disappointing. I don't know.
Not a fucking thing about it.
I don't know. So, Outer Worlds. We already knew about this game.
Oh, yeah.
It already had stuff about it. I didn't see
new footage on that either.
Yeah, they just showed more of it. Still going along the lines of you can be good or bad. What is this by ZeniMax?
No, man. Fucking goddamn Obsidian.
Obsidian, my bad. Obsidian. Making what looks to be open world RPG. Sci-fi-in.
And it's Obsidian, so I mean, it's Obsidian. Let's just put it that way. You know it's going to be deeply involved.
Yeah.
So I'm rooting for them because Obsidian finally got the big budget they deserved, partnering with Microsoft. Finally.
I think I actually remember seeing gameplay of this one. It was in early stages. It looked a little clunky. But what they were going for was like you're saying, like you can get into it so many different ways and different builds. So you can do multiple playthroughs based on your character and stuff like that. Hacking, conversation, shit like that. But yeah,
we'll see how that works out. It's a valid assessment.
Yeah. Oh, we both own BattleTech for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Just didn't beat it.
Not yet.
Yeah, we were playing it when it came out, and then they were like, hey, we're going to push out some huge update shit and a DLC, so we just kind of like, all right, we'll come back to it later then. I don't want to go through this entire game, especially with some of the mechanics in that game, get frustrated with them, and then find out that you made that way more easy, which is what they did. What Biggie was saying is they did make it way easier.
My thing is, I'll get lost in it, so like I'm going to power through so much other story games and shit before I fuck around with that. So,
well, bam, Outer Worlds.
Let's see.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm excited to see more. He just made him small. I didn't notice that. There's a shrink gun.
Yep.
That's gonna be
bringing me back to Duke Nukem days.
Oh man, it's gonna be fun to shrink people. Oh man, I can see this just being a fun game, even if it's got broken shit in it. It'd just be fun.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I got about it.
Yep. Moving on.
All right, next we got Baldur's Gate 3. Fuck yeah!
Okay, cautious optimism because it's Larian.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's the only thing. Larian makes some very good tongue-in-cheek RPGs with Divinity and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like the story in Divinity 2 is vastly superior than the story in Divinity 1, right?
Yeah.
You know,
a lot of mechanical betterments and improvements and stuff like that.
But the Baldur's Gate I'm used to is the Black Isle Baldur's Gate. You know what I mean? Which was Obsidian would have been a better candidate, in my opinion, for Baldur's Gate 3, but now you gave it to Larian. So I'm very curious if Larian's going to break the mold with their dialogue options and shit and make it a lot more applicable.
Yeah,
or if it's going to feel like Divinity, or if it's going to feel like Divinity. And if it feels like Divinity, Baldur's Gate 3 will not be what I want it to be.
Yeah.
They're going to have to really step up choices because you're just going to have to.
Yeah. It's going to be disappointing. It's gonna be disappointing if they do that to it. I'm just gonna, because like we've talked about so many fucking times with Divinity, it's just like we hit these moments where it's like, how the fuck would I know that I'm supposed to do that to get to the next part? Well, you just click on everything. That doesn't feel fun to me. It's just go in there and click on.
That's not
everything.
How it's supposed to be. That's not a proper isometric RPG I grew up with. Like if you haven't played if you played Baldur's Gate or Fallout or like 1 or 2 or Baldur's Gate 2 or Icewind Dale or fucking Neverwinter Nights or Neverwinter Nights 2 or Tyranny or Pillars of Eternity, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So, I mean, pick one.
I mean, Tyranny was fucking amazing. I haven't played Pillars 2 yet, but Tyranny, I mean, I have my review on it. It was like, dude, that like as far as like a video game period as well as an isometric RPG, what they did with that was so everything tied back into each other. Everything. Like everything you did, everything felt like
that was done by Obsidian.
Yeah. That was amazing.
So it's like
and they learned because after that I started playing Pillars of Eternity 1 and I could see where they made improvements in Tyranny with what they were doing in Pillars of Eternity to Tyranny, and then Pillars 2 came out after that, and I have that, and I want to play that too. But yeah, I'm hoping they don't do that. The fucking Divinity shit, like playing those, and I'm going to be playing fucking Baldur's Gate 1 after I finish DMC. That's what I'm going to next. Unless something else happens that stops me.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Yeah. I mean, fuck, dude. Like I said before, I was playing it on my phone. I just didn't finish it. And the fact that I can play it on my phone and that it actually played pretty fucking well on my phone, you know, like that's for an old game like that. And it was interesting.
Yeah, get used to AD&D second edition rules.
Yeah. That's fine with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's something I like about it, though. Is like, all right, so what does a charm count as? Like, how do you stop a charm? Which was in Pillars 1, it was deflection, not.
I think AD&D. It's in second edition rules. I think it was a saving throw. I don't remember what saving throw it was because there was like three saving throws in AD&D second edition. You'll figure it out.
Yeah, but in Pillars 1, it was deflection, like deflecting an arrow was deflecting charm, which doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. It's just stuff like that you got to figure out. Like, all right, okay, so I need to up my deflection because there were some enemies that were fucking annoying.
No, in third edition, save versus mental, I believe. So,
that would
fortitude, mental, and it's been a while.
That would make way more sense than just deflection. But anyway.
Well, I mean, it's influenced by certain scores, so I mean, yeah.
But it's the same skill that I deflect arrows with. It's, you know, like it's. It doesn't make sense. Somebody's casting charm on me. I don't know. It was a weird choice by them because I had to Google it when I was doing it. Like, what the fuck is going on here? How do I stop this? But I was also in an area that was way higher level than I was supposed to be, and I got through like 2/3 of it banging my head against walls. But that's something that I fucking love about isometric RPGs, though, is that like. If you really want
Pathfinder
to,
at some point, it's 3.5 edition rules, and I love that rule set.
Oh, I was watching
not the Pathfinder like isometric RPG. I don't know if he's talking about the isometric or the book, but
there's a game in the book. Yeah.
Yep.
Book stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
But I was watching Ko play the game thing, and it looked really fun. He was getting really like the gear was really deep, really fucking deep with all that stuff.
3.5 edition rules, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pathfinder Kingmaker you're talking about.
Yeah, but that's something I love about isometric RPGs is the whole, like, if you want to bad enough, it's one of those games with so much depth that if you really figure it out, you can just, like, all right, now, like, a fight, you can get down to the point where it's like, all right, this is way over leveled for me, but if I put I put a trap here. This person aggroes. Then we lead them into this spot, this kill zone, and then I get this guy first, then this guy, using these things. You know, like I can do it. I can get through it, and that was something I very much enjoyed about it. It was very good. Very, very good. Yeah, indeed. But yeah, Baldur's Gate 3. That's something I'm excited about. Although, like you said, the Larian thing. So,
Yep.
Yeah. So here's a game that, have you watched this yet?
No.
No?
I don't have to.
They made it way more arcadey.
Day one purchase for Justin too. Well, I have watched this.
Yeah. They made it way more arcadey, which is fine with me.
I don't care.
Totally fine with me. It's still fucking Doom.
I don't care. I don't care.
It's gonna be fucking Doom, man. I'm interested to see in Doom Eternal what kind of things they try, because the guys that did the shooting mechanics for Rage 2 are the guys that made Doom.
I don't know. I don't know if you guys want me to get the collector's edition with the helmet. I will not take that shit off. I'll be running around the fucking house.
Yeah, the collector's edition, for those that don't know, the collector's edition of Doom Eternal comes with the fucking Doom helmet. That's wearable, and you can see through it and breathe in it.
Be all motherfucking, oh god, fucking
right. You think it just 24/7 plays metal on the inside of it?
God, dude, if you could harness the internal anger and personify it into a game, it would be this motherfucker. God damn. Ugh. Ooh.
Yeah, it looks like they got like traps you can use and stuff like that, and jump pads and things you can activate in this one. And again, the guys that did the shooting mechanics in Doom did the shooting mechanics in Rage 2. So it'll be interesting to see like what kind of new stuff they tried out in Rage 2 is gonna be in Doom Eternal. They're like, all right, this is gonna be our little like try this out, see how people feel about this and stuff like that. Oh no, there's still more. Never mind. Yep, on my birthday, by the way. Releases on my birthday this year.
There you go.
Woohoo! And there's the fucking helmet. Wearable Doomslayer helmet. And you can join the club.
I'm already in the Slayers Club, too.
I'm already in the Slayers Club. Fuck yeah. I mean, what do you have to say about Doom? Right? You know, like it's one of those games.
Mine. That's what I have to say about it. Mine.
Boom. What's up, Justin's dick from Doom Eternal? That's what's up. Outriders. I don't know if you saw this one.
Nope.
So this is like, it's going to be like a looter shooter.
A looter shooter.
Yeah. From the creators of Gears of War
Judgment and Bulletstorm.
Yeah.
Okay. That
so
doesn't bode
not
well.
necessarily the better ones. But I've never played Bulletstorm, but I heard bad things about Judgment. That I think it was mainly multiplayer was the thing, but why people didn't really like it. Why I didn't play it. But yeah, it's going to be a looter shooter in this interesting world. It basically looks like Anthem without the suits. That's what it basically looks like. Like, they just don't have the suits. They still fight monsters. They go into this alien planet to go do things. They just are guys with guns and magic. Space magic instead.
I think if that's the case, their environments will be fine, because the environments in Bulletstorm and everything else were pretty fucking good. So, I mean, as far as environments, good to go. It's just a matter of how's the gameplay going to be.
Yeah. And I'm still going to hold true to what I said about Division 2. Like, if there's another looter shooter that comes out and it doesn't offer me like more, I don't want to play it. Like this is going to be one that I won't play day one unless they sit down with like a announcement stream or something, and they're like, this is everything that's going to be in it. Here's our end game. Here's our progression with loot. Here's everything. And I'll be like, all right, that's actually better or on par. But if it's going to be a grindy game, I don't want to bang my head against it for no reason just because, well, we haven't made one before. I'm like, well, I don't give a shit. There's so many fucking games out there you can learn from. I'm sorry. There's just too many video games out there. I don't care. But that's just me. I have other things I could play. I could go back and just play Division or Destiny instead of trying out a new looter shooter and it be crap. They're like, well, it'll eventually be good. No, I don't want to.
Cool, maybe I'll eventually buy it then.
Yeah, exactly. I've already done that enough with enough games where I'm like, all right, I'll buy it now. Then it'll get better later. But
moving on.
Let's see. Oh, hey, this one looks cool.
Control.
Yeah, Control. We'd already seen stuff about this from the year before, but they showed a little bit more. This is their RTX trailer for this year. This is that really trippy one.
I can hear that now.
I usually just have it off when we're streaming. So this is pretty much to sell their RTX cards. Okay, so you got powers, you got people you can shoot and stuff. I wonder if this is made by the guys that did Quantum Break. It's very Quantum Breaky.
Didn't play it.
It was fun. I enjoyed it. It was fun. There's not much about it. I don't know. It's kind of like a horror, trippy, whatever. That's about it.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Now, this fucking game, no big deal.
Yeah, no big deal.
I'm super stoked for this. The fucking Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Everybody should be.
Yeah. It'll be awesome. I am stoked. They showed a bit of the combat, too, and it looks really fun. Really, really fun. Now, the first game's only going to be... They're going to break it down into 2 parts. Because they want to delve more into some of the story that was jumped over in the original game. Which has left some people that are fans of Final Fantasy VII a little wary. Like, oh, you're going to cut it into 2 parts. But if they make it long enough and good enough, I personally won't care. And if they do want to delve into that stuff. Oh, yeah, the monsters are in the big-ass sword and stuff. Give me that materia, baby.
Tifa.
I was talking about this with fucking Stellar when I had lunch with him the other day. I'm pretty sure it was him. Is that a bunch of people were getting fucking annoyed because Tifa, because Tifa's tits are like way smaller. Because, like, if you would have made them the actual size as they are from 7, like they had the huge polygons that she had, they would be
same
they would be like this
Lara
big, though.
Croft, dude. Yeah,
right?
They'd be fucking out there. Yeah, she had ginormous fucking
ridiculous
tits.
huge tits that would just be way too big. And also, and people were getting super fucking pissed about that. But, like, think about, like, apparently, he was telling me that apparently Sony or Square Enix has a content department where they kind of like go over like, all right, like stuff like that, like the whole department for stuff like that. Like sexual stuff. How do we want to reel it in and stuff like that? But to me, that makes way more sense to make it her more real and normal, because I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of kids that probably want to play this game too. Or, you just shit yourself out of a huge demographic of people that like, well, I don't want this fucking huge tittied woman in my video game because titties, but
you're not playing it for the titties anyway.
Yeah, it's just people being stupid, being fucking stupid. She's so hot as fuck. I mean, in the movie Advent Children, she had big titties, so calm down, people. Goddamn, go watch that.
I loved Advent Children.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah,
that was amazing.
And I'm excited for all those moments where it's like,
Advent Children's fucking amazing.
Can you imagine the final fight in part 2 where you fight Sephiroth and everything? How it's going to be with
I'm
this
a
kind
tits
of combat
man,
system?
Dirk. So don't start with me. There's bigger titties in the show.
Also, you can come on down to the show's titty shop. Get your tits bigger, get them repaired, get them smaller, whatever you like. Get them, lick them, stick them, all that shit. You just need to come in for some maintenance. Right next door, that'll be in real talk. We'll talk about everything. That was it. Yep. Anyway,
we might need to take a break before we get to real talk.
Yeah, we'll take a break. It's already at 40 minutes, and we've got a couple more games. Well, fuck yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake. I am fucking stoked for it. I am looking for, and the collector's edition comes with him on a bike, and he does come off the bike, Cloud on a bike, and it's actually like this big too.
Nice.
It was actually pretty big. I think it was like, I don't remember how much it was though. No. But yeah. All right. So, and with that, they also announced the Final Fantasy VIII remake, or not remake, remaster. They're doing.
Okay.
Remaster.
Okay.
So I would like to give it another try.
I beat it. So
I did not beat it. I got at like 12-year-old me. I got a little annoyed with it and stopped playing.
Nope. I played all the way through.
Around disc 3, I think I started getting pissed with it.
All the way fucking through.
I think I also got Legend of Dragoon around that time, and I like that more. But
played different.
Yeah. So I would be down to come back and finish it.
Because I had the magic draw system, and that's how you got access to certain things. You had to draw them out.
Oh, with the cards and all that? Was that what it was?
Well, you had to draw like your magic, so like you couldn't access to certain things. Like if you didn't draw it from them, they were gone. So you had to draw certain abilities and whatnot. It was a different system.
Maybe that's what annoyed me about it. Like going from playing the other Final Fantasies to this one and being like,
You get Guardian Forces and yeah. Vagrant Story I would play the shit out of again.
I didn't really care for the story as much either. What really drew me to it was the whole fucking Gunblade thing. Like I was like, Gunblade?
Yeah, you just hit the trigger at the right time.
Yeah, it's fucking sick. It's a badass idea. I remember I would draw pictures of it over and over again. I'm like, I want a Gunblade.
Chrono Cross, Chrono Trigger. I think I still have my fucking strategy books for those.
Oh, dude, a remaster of Legend of
Xenogears I still didn't beat. I need to beat Xenogears.
Yes. Or just like another Legend of Dragoon. Actually, yeah, remaster would be fine too. That'd be fucking sick. That'd be fucking sick. It's hard to even find a copy of it, and they're expensive, even used, I think.
Yeah. Tapping into my old school. The shit that I used to love and play the shit out of all the time. All the time. Justin, you're such a tactical gamer. No, Justin was a JRPG fanatic way before that. Way before that.
Well, they're a whole different kind of game, man.
Way before that.
Whole different kind of game. Like, I've been told that Ni no Kuni, even if you're not into the whole anime thing, it's just fucking, it's a great game, period, because of the mechanics and everything, the combat and all that. Oh, shit, I already opened this and let it play. My bad. So here's the next one. It is the Rainbow Six Siege Quarantine, which they showed a little bit of like kind of a quarantine, not really. It was the whole like weird crystal zombies that was PvE. That was actually really fucking fun. I had a ton of fun playing it. So this is Quarantine with some, I know you don't like Rainbow Six Siege, but PvE, man. PvE. I'm interested in it. But what's stupid is they only had it for a little while that you could play the fucking PvE part. Probably because they didn't want to detract from their PvP side too much, but I mean the game's fun. Especially after that. Did you try the PvE stuff out? For whatever the other one was? No? Okay. It was fun. I had a lot of fun with it. You get the different classes that do different things.
It's an affront to my franchise.
But what about the PvE side?
No.
You just, okay. All right. Just being, whatever. I'll like it and you can not like it. That's fine. More for me. That's fine. That's whatever.
I'll go back and play Raven Shield all day.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like Justin saying, like, I can't stand redheads. Nope, can't do it. Nope. And I'm like, all right, more redheads for me. Fine.
No, it's a matter of when you grow up with a certain fucking franchise, and the franchise has a certain fucking standard and code of doing certain things, and then you change the franchise completely to what it used to represent. That's different. Just make a new IP. But that's okay.
No, I'll agree with you that they should stop slapping the name fucking Tom Clancy on stuff. They should definitely stop doing that. Because, like, Division is not Tom Clancy whatsoever. Maybe from a story standpoint, but not gameplay at all. At all. It's a looter shooter. If they just wouldn't slap Tom Clancy on it, I don't think it would matter as much. But now it's any shooter they make. But I don't know what you mean. But it could be fun. Watch. I'm going to get it and play it. And you'll be like, maybe. All right. So next game. Remnant from the Ashes. Remember correctly, this is another looter shooter, right?
I don't know anything about this one.
Yeah, that wasn't. This was part of PlayStation's thing, I think. Not PlayStation, was it? No. This wasn't a looter thing. This is kind of like this is gonna be like Monster Hunter. Yeah, it's gonna be more like Monster Hunter with shooting and stuff. That's what it looks like. Yeah.
Why don't you just get rid of Rainbow Six from it entirely and just call it fucking Quarantine, and I'd be fine.
Yeah, I'd be down. I'd be down for that. They probably want to keep some of the characters. Is all.
They just want to tarnish my favorite fucking tactical franchise. It's no big deal.
Yeah, they're just not like that anymore. It'd be nice if they made one again though. That was just called Tom Clancy.
Or make a Rainbow Six like a Rainbow Six.
Yeah.
God forbid.
Now, one of my worries with this game was the third-person shooting. Looks like with things that are running at you, looks like it would be very, very annoying if they don't do it right. It would be.
This looks kind of cool.
Yeah, but it looks like it could be really cool, right? Like, because he had the armor, he was shooting the armor, and it was bouncing off and stuff, and like that. Like that looks like it'd be cool, and it comes out August 20th. Could be cool. Could be. I don't know.
I'm down with it.
There's not much about it. So, here is the. All right, I'm gonna turn on the sound for this one. All right, we're gonna turn on the sound for this one because this one is one that I think you're gonna really like.
Val Ferris. Is that a side scroller?
Yeah. Yeah, there's giant devil mechs.
I'll play it.
Yeah, exactly. I want to play this. It looks sick. And then you get to use the mech.
Yep, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, it looks fucking sick.
That'll happen. That'll happen.
Yeah. Like, I want to play the fuck out of that. That looks awesome. Just fucking slaying shit. Especially when he got that power up and he was just going.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fucking awesome.
That'll get played.
Yeah. Val Ferris. Good shit. Hell yeah. All right. So, Vermintide 2 got an update. Or is getting an update. It's going to be a versus thing. I'm gonna mute that. We don't need the sound for that one. So basically, they're adding a mode where you can play the special rat people, and then like try to kill the heroes and stuff. So basically, like Left 4 Dead had that, where you could play like the hunters and stuff like that. But I mean, it might be something that we might want to come back and look at because we haven't played it in a while, and it was fun. It was definitely fun.
I would. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Playing as Skaven?
Yeah, you could play the Skaven special dudes, like the Gatling rat shit and the knights. Which is cool. I could see it being really fucking annoying if you're just doing random matchmaking, because I bet you there'd be some broken mechanics for some of it, and it'd be, unless they do a pretty good job of balancing it pretty well, but that's about it. What they said, that there's going to be the multiplayer thing, so it might be worth coming back to see.
Yeah.
All right, we got 3 more games, and then we can move on. Oh, so you didn't see the Devolver thing? You need to watch the Devolver thing at some point. It's only like 20 minutes long, but
I'll skip through that later.
This is fucking hilarious. From it. It's called Devolver Bootleg.
Consumers like yourself should find their way to devolverbootleg.com, which wholly unironically forwards to a Steam page for Devolver Bootleg. From there, potential users will have the opportunity to pay a small fee to download the Devolver Bootleg launcher. Once the download is complete, users like you can select from a wide variety of off-brand versions of our most popular titles. Feel the delight wash over you as you and your real gamer friends enjoy titles like Enter the Gun Dungeon, Hotline Milwaukee, Shooty
So they
Boots,
literally
Takeout
ripped off their
Junior,
own fucking
Loot Browser
games in a
6,
little mini
and
game
many
thing
more
that you can
right
play
with
all
the
of them.
Devolver Bootleg launcher.
Like their own fucking
That's
games.
Devolver, dude. Wow.
Yeah. They just made dinky versions of all their games. And I think it's like $8 or something. It's really cheap for all of those.
They're fucking awesome company, dude. I would
Yeah.
love to work for them. Like, hey, fuckface. Good morning. Like, yes.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah, and the whole backline story or background story of that was pretty interesting. Devolver Digital is the Satan we need. Yeah, they're totally blatant about it, right? $5 for like $5. There we go. Okay, yeah. So I mean, you've played Hotline Miami. What was it? Hotline Miami.
Played and beat Hotline Miami.
Yeah, and then whatever that knockoff was a stupid little knockoff of it, but
yeah,
it's looking hilarious.
Playing Ruiner, love Ruiner too. I didn't beat it yet, but
yeah, that was good. Ruiner was so good. Oh, Ruiner was good. I really like Hotline Miami 1. I did not like 2.
I didn't really
I
finish
quit
2.
that.
I didn't really care.
Yeah, there was some mechanics in it where you had to play that guy that didn't want to kill people, so you had to physically make him do things to the point where he would kill people, and that's where I stopped playing. I was just like, no, I get it I understand from that standpoint, but like I don't want to have to keep redoing this because of that. Well, Hotline Milwaukee. There we go. Yeah. There we go. So our next topic is the Ubisoft now is going to be having a Game Pass coming out soon. And then Xbox is making their thing where they have their Game Pass that's also going to be for PC games. So interesting potentially, because instead of spending $60 on a game, if it's going to be on the Game Pass for Ubisoft games and PC games now on Xbox, like Xbox or Microsoft games, you just grab that. But the thing with the let's see here,
you pay
Game Pass is $10 a month. And then you have the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which is you get it on console and PC. That'll be $15 a month. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean,
$15 a month.
You know, MMOs and stuff, I guess, is what they're kind of thinking about.
Yeah,
so
I mean, you do get to play a lot of games. You get access to a fuck ton of their games.
Okay.
You pay? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then Ubisoft's Game Pass. How much was that going to be? That one's going to be $14.99 as well for Uplay's Game Pass. Which is like, I mean, I get what they're going for, but I don't see that really working with a lot of people because that's $15 fucking bucks a month, man. Maybe if you just fucking love Ubisoft games.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't love them that much.
Yeah.
Usually because they have poor PC optimization.
I mean, let me pull up my fucking Ubisoft thing. My Uplay. And we'll look at what other games they have. I know they have stuff other than just Ubisoft games on there. We'll see. Yeah, I mean,
that's what I mean. They do pay $15 a month for just WoW alone, so.
But yeah, look at what you get out of WoW though. Like they put in the work for that $15. Like that's what you get. Will you get that out of Uplay?
Consumer choice.
Yeah.
Consumer choice. If you want it, go for it.
All right, let's come back here. I'm looking at their store and their games. Why Watchdog, blah blah blah. A bunch of stuff already own. This will be it's called Uplay Plus. All right, let's click on here. I got in here. First month is free. That you get a free trial. New releases will be on there. 100 plus PC games, premium editions. You get as well early access and betas, which kind of fucking pisses me off, man. Kind of fucking pisses me off that game companies are fucking doing. Like Gears of War 5, if you buy the Ultimate Edition or whatever, you get like 5 days early access to a single player game. I mean, there's multiplayer too, but it made me angry when I heard that. I'm just like, what? God, might as well make it so that, like, you know, when Baldur's Gate 3 comes out, if you buy the Ultimate Edition, you get a week early access. But it's a story game. Who gives a fuck? Why? It's just, it's more ways to get money out of you, man.
Businesses will be businesses.
Yeah. So these are all the games that are going to be on here. Watch Dogs Legion, Far Cry New Dawn, Division 2.
Yep, and in order to be relevant for the reason why we're so like about it is because content creators. So we want to. People don't understand that timing is critical with a lot of content creation. So,
yeah.
For example, if I have developer access, like I have dev build access to Ground Branch, right?
Yeah.
I get to push out content that you guys don't get to experience yet. So therefore, I am viewed as a source of content that people can come to me for to see what's coming, because there's a very small window of people who have developer build access. So it is time critical that I get that information out as quick as possible to a quality standard of content that I like in order for it to have impact. Because if I release it and it's already been out to you guys for a week, it's not going to have as much impact or draw as much of an audience. So,
yeah.
You know.
Also, shit getting spoiled. You know, if you
go.
didn't pay the extra, it's all spoiled already. Or like what we had happen with Anthem was everybody was playing it a week before it came out, and I was already getting bombarded with reviews and comments saying the game is complete fucking shit before I've even downloaded it, before I've even preloaded the game. Now, in a lot of ways, they were right, to be fair. But in that day one patch, they fixed a bunch of fucking issues that were people's gripes. Like the loading screen thing got fixed. And some other things got fixed day one. But like, that opinion's being made on something that's not even done yet. And haven't even pushed out that day one thing. So, with that whole time thing, it's just like, I don't know, man. It just sour taste in my mouth. That kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's their business model, and it will make them money, and there you go. So.
Exactly, though, Dave. Exactly, all of that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's business. It's business. It's whatever. Whatever. It'd be interesting if I get in the industry and a game I work on does that. And it'd be like, well, they pay me $60,000 a year, so I don't give a fuck. And I'd probably go on Twitter and say, like, dude, they pay me $60,000 a year to do level design. I don't give a shit. How can you say that? I don't give a fuck, bro. I gotta have an awesome job and, you know, whatever. But... all right, last one. So, Phantasy Star Online 2 is finally coming to the States.
After it's been out for like 10 years.
Yeah, the first video that I looked up was from 2012. That was like the video before this one about Phantasy Star Online coming to the West. There was like an announcement that it will be coming, it just never did in 2012. But I mean, I played Phantasy Star on GameCube, whatever one that one was.
You played Phantasy Star Online on GameCube.
Okay, yeah.
Let's not confuse the originals for what online is.
Yeah.
I'm very touchy about that.
Sorry, I'm not as in on the ground floor as you have been with Phantasy Star. But yeah, I played that one, and that was a fuck ton of fun. It was whenever I went and visited my dad, and they had a GameCube, and I would play it. It was fun. It was a fun fucking game. Like, I remember thinking the swords and how big they are, the energy swords they had were kind of ridiculous because they would like go. But it was anime, so who gives a fuck? But but it was really fun. That was one of the first games I feel like to do the whole like that kind of style of game, where it's like the run around hack and slash sci-fi with laser guns and third person stuff like that.
It looks like they're taking I'm very curious to see how PSO's story intertwines with kind of the other, because Phantasy Star early universe was all about a reoccurring evil coming and resetting things or whatnot, whereas Phantasy Star 3 was very confusing because it like went back in time, but they were on a different like subsection of whatever. Either way, the main antagonist was always Dark Force, and then in 4 you were supposed to put an end to that, hence why it was called the End of the Millennium, because it was always like the reoccurring evil that kept propagating in the universe. So, without being too spoiler heavy anyway, but I'm kind of curious how they took that and into the online game series. So I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, it'll be cool. Cool and to see how you feel about it too when it comes out, and I'll be playing and you'll be playing.
Oh, I'll have heavy opinions. Trust me.
Motherfucker, so much time ago they fucking fucked up this fucking like this little
Phantasy
tiny
Star
detail.
2, I grew up with that shit. Phantasy Star 2, Phantasy Star 3, Phantasy Star 4, like
the Xenox Blaster was not anything like
playthroughs.
that.
And when I mean multiple playthroughs, like 10, 12, 15, 20 playthroughs growing up. Played it, beat it. All right, let's play it again. Played it, beat it. All right, let's play it again. Talking like when I was in my teens.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a little attached to the series.
You're gonna be sitting there yelling like the Gargadon youngling looked nothing like that in the original.
I don't care about that. They don't play anything similar at all.
Yeah. Notice he didn't correct me on the Argadon youngling though.
You can't. I have Phantasy Star 3 and 4 on my Sega Mega Drive on my PC for Steam.
Yeah, the Sega bundle. You'll tell me about that. I want to hit that up at some point.
I just haven't played them because if I start playing them, I won't stop, and you guys can forget any kind of new content from me for like the next month.
Yeah, I'm worried about that with some games too, man. Like I know if I get into that game, that's all, and give it its proper fucking attention that it deserves for some of these games. Like, no, I need to only be playing this right now. Because that's what it's going to take to this game's going to be like a 60 to 70 hour game. So I mean shit, the original Final Fantasy 7 was like 60 70 hours or something like that.
It was supposed to be 40.
That's if you just did main story.
I think it was 3 discs. That's if I got to 34 story. Hours and into it before I stopped. I think it was supposed to be 48 hours.
Yeah. But I mean, there's so much side shit in that game that you can grind and do, especially the whole chocobo
I was doing
thing.
plenty of that, yeah.
Yeah. Like getting the special chocobo or whatever was like, that's like 20 to 30 hours of grinding itself.
No, Bahamut. Yeah.
Bahamut.
Yep.
Yes. Fucking good shit. Well, guys, that's all the games we have. If there's anything else you want to talk about game related that coming out or anything? No? All right. Well, it's time for that one thing.
Oh, hi guys. Twitch streams are going to pick up again this weekend, especially Twitter. If you want to know what's going on, I need to put the show on here because honestly, if you guys really want to see the most interaction I have nowadays, it's on Snapchat on the show. So
yeah,
Twitter I'll occasionally post stuff, and YouTube I'll pull and do some fucking stuff. But honestly, if you really want to see what the fuck I have going on in my life, you need to go to the show, hands down.
Boom.
Unadulterated, unfiltered, completely anything going on in my life, the show.
Yep.
Nade?
Nade Face. The Nade Face on everything. Twitch, where I stream. Twitter, where I tweet. YouTube, where I put reviews and stuff like that. And again, guys, our next Talking Guns is going to be on the channel, Talking_Guns. we are not going to be doing it on this channel anymore. I talked about that with Justin when I went down to Texas. We were talking about the whole, like, so what do we want to do? I want to make TG bigger. So what are some things we can do there? Now I could put just the videos on my YouTube, and then we started talking about how we'll technically, with our agreement that we signed, actually you didn't sign it, but that's fine. I don't think I got a signed copy back, but or I did. I don't know. It's been a while. I don't remember. But anyway, I just randomly remember that now, not when I was hanging out with you. But yeah.
Could give you a signed copy then.
Yeah, that would have been way easier. But yeah. Yeah, we're good. So I grabbed the name. I couldn't get the like no underscore in it because some dude that barely ever streams has it. He likes Destiny though, so I guess it can't be completely terrible. But yeah. So we're gonna be on that channel next time for episode 26, and that'll also separate it from my shit, so it's all in one place. We do not plan on monetizing it really, because that's a whole other can of worms that we'll be getting into with that. So yeah, I could have just had us both on here, but yeah. It's not something we want to monetize, because then we have to get whole into like, all right, so now we need to keep track of all finances, do taxes on
now
it.
It's an actual business at that point.
Yeah.
so
Now
you have to register and everything else.
Yeah. Now if Talking Guns got to the point, like I'm not even gonna hit affiliate button thing. Like even if we hit it, I'm not gonna do it until like if we got to the point where like I think it's kind of stupid if we don't at this point.
Right.
And then we'll do it. That would have to be around like partner level for me though, like skipping affiliate, go to partner. But
that's after we're both partnered.
Yeah. TG is gonna be TG because I've been keeping track of like the donations, but like it's complicated because it's like when I get a resub when we're doing TG, that's to my channel.
Fair share, whatever. I've gotten free games from you and shit for TG related purposes. So I mean, hey,
boom. Yeah, which is why, I was like, oh, well, Divinity. I've gotten this X amount of donations because of stuff that happened on TG. I'll just buy this. But anyway, yeah. So, yeah. We'll see you guys on that channel for the next one. And we're going to take a short break. But we'll see you guys next week on TG. Yeah.